the Panthers are set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Panthers kicker Graham Gano set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte. That's fielded in the end zone. And look at this.
Oh, fuck, I fumbled.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Damn, ain't that a bit?
Jerry
you know what that means.
Taking it in.
Right out with the
as
play.
His guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Graham Gano on for the extra point.
That's fucked up.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Damn, that's fucked up. I fumbled. Kickoff, opening kickoff, fumbled.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
Yeah, this nigga internet fucked up and shit.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, now. Like 20.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Here's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
You probably got to move it over.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And they get to him with the pressure.
This nigga shit lagging like a motherfucker.
They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Juju, there's definitely a positive spirit about that man. You know, he was, I know you know this story, but he was asked in training camp by a fan to sign his head next to a tattooed Steelers logo.
Not a piece of paper on his head.
No.
Sign his head.
Sign his head. And then later Juju told reporters he'd give game tickets to that fan if he got it tattooed. Well, he did. And Juju came through with not only game tickets, but season tickets for the fan.
Well, there is.
And the ball is
Fuck!
knocked
I done fumbled again.
by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
one time I fumbled on the first.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Newton now to throw. That's Samuel.
Oh, get the fuck on. Let this nigga up.
Past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Newton.
I couldn't get my black
man
over there.
Wide open, complete. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
Man,
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Whoa.
That's it. Right to the 3.
It's a brand name product. I stand by it.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Escaping the pressure right.
He made this playbook, Mickey. I ain't got none of these
And
plays.
a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree. He's the one who runs him down. And my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton.
That's how you be used out there, Blue. That's what I be telling you about. You got to play that man out there. Fuck, don't let computers do that shit.
It was there for them.
You play where the open spot gonna be.
Just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Here's Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Eric Reed in on the stop. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
As soon as I hit the fucking sprint, I got hit. Leave that motherfucker alone. I know you saw the hole.
Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw.
Fuck, wrong nickel.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space.
Man, get the fuck out of
lane's
here, dog. When they put the
first
shoestring
half as they'll
tackle
stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Hey, that 230. 54. Line 54. Stay with your man.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half. Some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor, and he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
He came from the Raiders. Look at that.
On the 8th play of the drive.
When we talk about
the game,
you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks.
They must have let him go and then the Raiders picked
to
him
get
up.
him into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimum.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that
cover my
happening.
tight
But they
end,
found the opening and exploited it.
Piss me off. You talking about how I kept my poise? I know that's because I'm over there drinking fast.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
I had to get out there panic mode.
This fielded at
Because
the
after
2.
that fumble, I was in panic mode. But I got that
He's up
pick.
across the 25 and down at the 28-yard
And then
line.
realize, okay, this nigga really is spread. He just got some fumbles on.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
I ain't even saw the play.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
What's his name? C.J. Watt?
TJ, nigga. Trent Jordan.
TJ.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Now a
I'm
clash of
over
bodies
that
here, and
shit.
it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. Well, Charles, when we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at the top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I find interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, and Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against his secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law on corner. Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety.
That wasn't my linebacker.
Get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right. And Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20. So get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium. And his
for the
speech
last
was about
2 years,
5 minutes long,
3 years that I ain't
which is
played.
probably about the right length.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Y'all was doing it also. Y'all man couldn't get back there. Now all men are fast. All middle linebackers.
He'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right.
Remember, because back in the days, old boy was a 90.
The Panthers going to use the
and we
first of
couldn't
their
believe it.
timeouts.
That's because they bring
They'll stop with
That's because a lot of safeties
37 seconds to
that play the
play
middle linebacker.
in this first
Middle
half.
linebacker. But remember, old boy from San Francisco was a 90.
They look to keep
Yeah,
that
we
streak
like, damn,
going.
a
This is
90
3rd and 4.
linebacker running a 90.
From the
Like
midfield
that's corner
stripe, they'll look
speed.
to throw.
My
He's gonna
corners was
fire
running
deep.
to 87 back
That's
then.
inside the 20.
It was fucking
And all the way
linebacker
inside
run
the
further than
15 before they drop it. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now I got him baiting. Now I got him baiting that. So now they leave me 2 other open men. Since he's going to chase him, it's going to leave 2 other men open.
Back is killing.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger.
Don't have all that hair over my goddamn thing.
Oh, fuck. I did the wrong
He
catch.
will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver.
I can't hear
and
you.
they'll bring up 2nd down.
What?
Black 20. Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet.
Yeah.
I did the wrong catch.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, as the first half is winding down, and the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
You know why he was open? Because he was running with the dude that was supposed to check him, and he went and checked Juju.
Boswell now
so
to kick it away after
open.
the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep.
So he really ain't scored on me. He got that fumble at the beginning of the game.
Nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Man,
he was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it's going to be second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A final shot before the break. Newton. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
But I feel you, though, Blue. Because I can go my base.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
What they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team.
Just bump it to the quarterback and then do
we've got the football.
Bump it to him like chest bump.
And then we'll take it from there.
And then
See
do
how
shit.
that recipe works.
Tail down on the
Call it a
ground.
full 3 yards
He
in
got
the
up and
wrong
then
direction
tackle
there.
the
Brings up
quarterback.
second down.
Gun.
I ain't never saw no shit like that.
To throw again on second down. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. There he goes right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep.
He wouldn't have got that fumble return.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards
probably
shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
I ain't even have to send no blitzes. I don't have to send no pressure. I could just play the D I've been playing.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
Yeah, I ain't got nothing
Where
with
that
it.
comes from, it just kind of emerges out of me for some
It's
reason.
deep in there, right?
No, I'm not fed up.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. So 1st and 10 now from the
I put
30.
a lineman in the spot instead of a linebacker.
Here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case,
now it's on bus loop. Bus loop.
I'm glad he quit.
There used to be
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me.
That was a nice game. I pitched the shutout.
Got time for no debating. It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try.
We went out there and played a perfect game.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
You ain't gonna just outrun
it's
my
a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
Missed the hit.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 10-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, the return is Mickens. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Jack nickel. Whip. Watch the whip. Slam.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
Come on, man.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger will find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go. 2:30.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I want you to remove that ass, boy. That's what I want you to do.
Start. Clock 80.
59. Go.
47. Flash it. Turn.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor.
Fuck, I ain't need that.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, man, what the fuck? Why did I flip the fucking play?
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Don't get nervous. Just 3.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go. 8. 180.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Here we go.
55.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Newton to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
This is McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Watch the twins.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Newton has the hook up here to Hogan. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Panthers 17, Steelers 3.
Ready? Ready?
Watch it, you guys. Watch the run.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. McCaffrey. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Black 30. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Black and good.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. Now the ball comes loose.